Ryan, that was an interesting hockey game. Let's talk first about how you built the lead and the confidence that you guys were showing on your line, especially.
Yeah, I mean, Andy was playing well, and so was Dutchy. I mean, he's north-south, and he was going tonight as he was last 5-6 games. He's been playing great, and he's a little bit snake-bitten. So I think we all were, and it was nice to obviously get 7 there, but it was nice to get the win, obviously.
Could you feel it, just kind of the pressure release a little bit and start to play the way that you guys have been waiting to play for a long time?
Yeah, I mean, I said this before. It's hard when you come into a new team, and on paper everyone's talking about it or whatever, but you need to gel as a team, and you need to do it quickly, and that's what we're trying to do. So every day is getting better, and every day we're feeling more comfortable. Josh
was added to that line last night. What difference did he make being there? What was his presence for your line? What did it mean?
Yeah, he's north-south, and he's always skating, and makes it easy for us. And obviously, him on the forecheck, nobody wants to go back and get pucks, and then Dutchy loves holding on to it, and I'm just kind of working off both of those guys. So I think it's obviously it's been one game, but it feels good so far.
Was there a little letdown then as the period went along, up 5-1, and all of a sudden they come back with 3 quick ones?
No, I mean, it's Boston. You know they're always going to come out banging, and they're not going to give up. So we knew they were going to have a big push, and obviously a couple of weird ones there that we didn't want to give up on the power play and stuff like that. So doesn't matter how we did, and just glad we got the win.
Right. What was the mindset then going into the third with the 1-goal lead, trying to protect that? I suppose not protecting it, but staying on the push, right?
Yeah, coach just said stay on our toes and play like we've been playing, because obviously a couple weird breaks, but we've been playing well. So we just tried to stay on our toes, and I think we did that well.
Ryan, you guys have been looking for bounce.
Well, that's Ryan Dzingel talking with us. We'll go back to the back of the room here. I think Zach Werenski has come out, and we'll go back there, and if we can get around, we'll get back there and talk to him. All right, let's we'll talk to Zach here.
It just works out, right? Like it's one of those things.
Yeah, I've had some chances for a few weeks now. Haven't been going in, haven't been falling, and of course the one tonight I don't think is going to go in. Squeaks through his arm and finds its way. But sometimes that's kind of what you need to kind of just get yourself going, and felt really good to get that one.
For you guys as a team, 5-4 after the the second, give up the 3 straight goals to regroup, and what was said in this room to get you guys ready to go in the end of that third period?
Yeah, well, we knew they were going to have a push, down 5-1 there. Obviously, we would like to limit their goals, but it happened, and in between periods, we just talked about staying on the gas and staying on the attack, and that's what we did there in the third. And I don't think we gave them much. They're down by a few, so they're going to have some chances. But Bob stood tall. I thought we played well defensively and found a way to get 2 points.
Did you, as you guys are lining up for that face-off on the 5-4 goal, do you know you only have 4 guys on the ice, and are you trying to get a word to the bench, or?
I realized it right as the puck was being dropped. I turned around to tell Nasher that we were going to go weak side. And usually I tell 2 forwards. And kind of when I turned around, I was like, is he behind me? Like I thought he was maybe like following me. So once I realized it, the puck was down and the puck was in our net. So I've never seen that before. Probably won't ever see it again, but it happens, I guess.
Where would the other forward have lined up on the actual draw?
Right
Jones
behind.
on the other side.
Yeah, it would have been Nasher. It would have been 2 forwards than me kind of behind him. So maybe we would have prevented it, but it's probably something we'll never see again. So that happened, I guess.
Zach, this year has been one for you where you were let go offensively, then they wanted you to concentrate more on defending, and I would say, well, tonight especially, but you've looked more comfortable as of late. Have you finally figured out that place and getting back to being just you?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's kind of up and down in terms of kind of where I was, whether it was being more offensive or being more defensive, learning more of the defensive side of the game or whatnot, and I think I'm kind of finding that balance right now. And it's the right time to find it. I feel good out there. Tonight was a good night for a lot of guys, and I think we can just build off it moving forward in this playoff race.
That is Zach Werenski talking with us in the Blue Jackets room. We've got Boone Jenner is over here. He had the hat trick tonight. And let's see if we can get a couple comments from Boone.
Speaking of bringing guys into the fight, were you pumped up to see Panarin go at it like that?
Yeah, no, we didn't really expect that, but
yeah.
They were just, you could see it kind of coming with them, battling a little bit early in the shift, and I think they both had enough, so it was a great fight by Brad, and obviously we're sparked by it.
How close are you to feeling? Are you feeling 100%, or are you still kind of fighting through it?
Yeah, no, feeling good.
Oh, okay. You wouldn't say if you were.
No, feeling good.
So this isn't your flu game, is what you're saying?
No, I feel good.
Okay.
How does this team go from being shut out 3 times in the last couple of weeks to scoring 7 here tonight?
It's just funny how it works sometimes. I think, when you go through a little bit of a stretch like that where you're not, scoring, I think you can get caught up in it and just thinking about it too much. And just the plays around the net seem a little bit tougher. But, I think last night the guys played hard and knew that, we just got to play the same way and the results will come from there. So you can see it tonight.
Players mentioned it was just a matter of time or the law of averages that the pucks were going to start going in. When you see a puck go in like Dzingel did off the end boards, a couple of swats at it in off the goalie, you starting to think that maybe the thing was turning in your way tonight?
Well, as we've talked about, I think our game has been really good. I think our game is improving from the 2 pit games and right on through the island. We just had to keep on trying to play and try to get a result. We got a result tonight.
John, on the 5-4 goal, you guys, I don't know.
Not talking about it.
You're not talking about it?
No.
Okay. We spoke earlier about the need of your defensemen to step up tonight, getting some points. I think Weresnki ended up with like 4 points and a goal.
Yeah.
What did you see from his performance tonight? And is that maybe a good sign now to get him going?
Well, just seeing him after he scored the goal, he was pretty excited. I'm not sure how many games it's been. You probably know, don't you?
December 31st.
How many games? Yeah, I think that's what he told me, 31 or something like that. Players judge themselves. A guy like that judge themselves on that. Sometimes coaches don't. I think he's worked at his defensive part of his game. I think he's improved there. But as we're trying to fight to score some goals, it's nice to get him to chip in. It's a big goal. We faced a little adversity. Them coming back, I thought we answered really well in the third period. That's a big goal for us, obviously.
I know you spoke of it pregame, but how much of that Duchesne's line success was just Josh being with them and bringing his speed and what? Josh
just fits there. It seems right now. I'm not going to give Josh all the credit. I think both the other players. I think they're all 3 of them just play well together right now. How long it lasts? I hope it's forever. I just don't know what's going to go on, but you could see when we changed it last night, put Josh there. It was an immediate impact on that line. So hopefully it'll continue because then I can keep Luke's line. I thought Jens, Nick, and Nasho used it as a checking line primarily tonight against Bergeron. I thought for the most part they did a pretty good job.
Over here. Panarin getting in the fight there in the second period. I think it's his second career fight. What's it do for maybe the team, the bench, when you see a guy like that who's willing to stand up for himself?
Yeah, it's great for the bench. You could see everybody was excited, and he threw both hands. It's good for our team. I think it's good for Brett. I think it's good for Brett with his teammates. That stuff really helps as far as the camaraderie. So, he's a competitor. I mean, we have all seen him play, and he's a competitor. I'm glad he stood right in there. He took a couple of shots, and he gave a couple of shots.
John, just the ability of your team to weather the end of that second period. I'm sure there were fans out there pulling their hair out at the end of the second period. What allowed you guys to kind of steady the ship and finish the game off the way you did in the third period?
Well, I just think we just played. We moved right by it in between periods and talk about anything. Just wanted to get back attacking. We felt we had some really good success as far as getting through the neutral zone and playing in behind their net. We just, in a period like that and some of the crazy things that went on with it, the biggest thing that I talked about is we just can't be tentative. I don't care if we make any more mistakes in the third period, but it has to be through us being on our toes. And I thought Bob made a couple of really key saves early in that third period. And obviously Z's goal is a very big goal for us.
To be on a 5-on-3 and then seconds later to get on the scoreboard yourself, just how much momentum was gained in that series?
Yeah, and it's done by a guy that just gave us just great life tonight, Jens. We're trying to score goals. We have a ton of chances last night, trying to find a way to score goals. And who to think we're going to score a goal like that? Coming off a 5-on-3 out of the penalty box, all the stuff that goes with it. So, you know, that's what's great and crazy about our game. You just never know when it clicks in. I appreciate our guys just staying with it, because I think we've done a really good job, for the most part, not losing our patience with the defensive part of the game. I thought, you know, they turned it up and were starting to take chances second half of the game, and they ended up with some scoring chances there. But I think we've done a pretty good job away from the puck through our offensive woes and not trying to cheat to try to gain some offense.
Jenner's first career hat trick. When did you know today he would be available to you? And do you think he was still fighting through it? Because that's the stuff.
Yeah. I'm sure he's not dead on. I got a call from Voter this morning, and the biggest thing was we just didn't want him giving it to anybody else. Fever had broke over the night. I was feeling much better, and we're just going to let the day play out. So I had about 10 guys in the warm-up tonight. I wasn't sure what the lineup was going to be, and yeah. But by the time, even before the warm-up, we knew he was going to play, and it's a huge boost for us. You know, we talk about big name players that are out of the lineup. Jens is just a guy that you pull for, and he just doesn't know how to do it any other way than just simply work hard. I really respect how he's handled himself, and it was certainly a big boost for us tonight.
Just to follow up on playing through the offensive woes, as you just said, and sticking with it defensively and above the puck. As a coach, as that goes on, does it get difficult for you? Do you wonder when it's going to end? Is there a knot in your stomach?
Yeah.
How close were you to?
Yeah. No. I wasn't going to change. I wasn't going to change how I was going to go about my business. We always, as coaches, we always remind them that you can't lose your patience, and that's where I think we took a huge step in this situation. Is that I don't think we lost our patience. I think we stayed within our concept. I think we stayed within checking and not cheating, not hoping to get some goals by cheating, because then it gets away from you completely. I think we're the better team last night. I thought their goaltender was outstanding at key times in that game. Didn't get frustrated. Our meeting before the game here, I said it's the same meeting that we had last night against the Islanders. We have to stay the same way and play. And patience was a big word against the Islanders, and also just the work habits, because it's a hard-working team. You just knew when it's 5-1, with so much game to be played, you knew it just wasn't going to be that easy. That Boston team had, you know, they've lost a couple now, but they didn't win or tie 19 in a row for just out of luck. They play hard. So I appreciate us finding a way to go through this process in the game and get the win.
Let's get Jody's take on this game. Jody Shelley joins me right now. What a difference a day makes. Yesterday, the Blue Jackets couldn't score a goal. Today, they couldn't stop scoring
who's
goals.
worried about goal scoring? 7 goals. You got secondary scoring, which was a key. The Blue Jackets have been carried a lot this year by the top line, Dubois, Panarin, and Atkinson. Well, Panarin had a fight and an assist. That was good. But early in this game, Boone Jenner, Josh Anderson, Dzingel, Duchesne, these guys that we talk about all the time to get involved, got involved. And how about Zach Werenski, 4 points on the night. So when you have a team that's struggling and you're waiting for something to happen, a night like this is exactly what you need. They got down early, a shorthanded goal they gave up, but they stuck with it, 5 unanswered. Of course, the Bruins had to come back and make it interesting. They're that type of team. They don't quit. But the Blue Jackets found a way to get that lead again, got the 2-goal cushion, and from there, it was smooth sailing. So what a great feeling. I hope that this should be a springboard game for this team right now, because that Anderson line looks great with the Dzingel, Duchesne. Some guys are finding their roles, and the perfect time to get rolling.